What up, everybody? Welcome to another Call to Action presents Call to ReAction. That's right. Once again, we here at Call to Action will be reacting to
We're reacting.
Yes. Classic. Yes. Yeah, I love it. We'll be reacting to an opening round teams match of the teams tournament. The Odd Couple against Only Stupid Answers. And with me tonight is the lovely, the talented, the amazing. You may know her as the host of Chill to Action, Ms. Danny Joy.
Woo! What's up, y'all? It's your girl.
It's your girl back again. You know. You know her. You love her. So, Danny Joy, we have the start of the teams tournament tonight. Finally. It feels like it's taken forever. It's weird because I feel like the singles tournament like ended like a month ago, and now we're just now starting the teams tournament, which has got to be weird, like Schmoedown wise, because I feel like most of this was probably taped around the same time. You know, that's kind of like how the Schmoedown does it. They tend to tape a lot of things at the same time, so it's got to be weird if you're in the teams tournament and, you know, they're just now coming out with it. But, you know.
Trying to hold in all of those spoilers, that's got to be hard.
Well, it's hard for some people, and some people apparently just don't try.
These team tournaments this team tournament is going to go by so fast because Spectacular is coming up December 7th. Everyone get your tickets. We'll see you out there. And
that's right.
So it's 3 matches a week. That's insane. So it's going to be fun. We're going to get a lot of Schmoedown content, a lot of these team matches. So it does feel like it's taken a long time to get here, but I bet it's going to feel like it's going to go really, really fast.
Yes, and I've heard through the grapevine, whereas the singles tournament, I feel like outside of a few kind of shocking upsets, a couple upsets maybe here and there, for the most part, the singles tournament I kind of feel like went kind of how people expected. But apparently the teams tournament is going to be wild, and there's a lot of opportunities for upsets in the teams tournament.
Oh, yeah.
I did believe Call to Action did a teams tournament preview. So if you want to check that out, not right now.
No.
You're watching us.
After this video.
Stay here.
Yeah.
You can go watch that preview and see who was already wrong. Who already got it wrong. Who picked the loser of this match to win. But today's match, the all-important match today that we are watching, we have the Odd Couple, managed by friend of the show, manager of the show, manager of the stars, host of Collider Live, the main head honcho with Darina. We love Darina too. But Miss Roxy Stryer.
Roxy
is the best. Roxy, I just super chatted you money on your live stream, just so you know. All right. I probably just super chatted you again. But yes, so they are coming into this tournament in a weird place because they lost the team's titles to the Shire Wolves in their rematch, and then we haven't seen or heard from them really since then. Like, yeah.
That the singles tournament was really kind of taking over, and Jeff did well in that. Did so well, went all the way to the very end. So
no. Jeff got his singles title shot.
That's right.
Just through getting enough wins to get a singles title shot. But yes, he went to Orlando. No, not Orlando. Where did we go? New York. When we got pizza at 2 a.m. in New York. Are we
99-cent pizza?
Oh, it's the greatest pizza on the planet at 2 a.m. People, check it out. Go to New York. You know, maybe in January, go to New York and get some pizza. Yeah. So Schneider's been busy in that way. He almost won the singles title. So now he's coming off a loss in the singles. They're both coming off a loss to the Shire Wolves in kind of heartbreaking fashion. But they're kind of under the radar again. I feel like most people aren't talking about them as a threat to win the teams tournament.
Which is strange because they've had a belt before.
Last year, they lost in the semifinals to Who's the Boss, but then beat Who's the Boss in Chicago So, I mean, they're a very dangerous team. Schneider obviously is a great singles player. He's had title shots. He's also won the team's title on 2 occasions with 2 different teams. Andreyko is maybe the most underrated player in the league because he's that guy who's been around forever and kind of like Drew McWeeny, like been around forever, has big wins, but never really gets talked about as like a top tier player.
Right.
But I mean, he's Mr. Original clear the board at free for all. He's the one that cleared the greatest.
That should have been
the only one that matters. It's the greatest clear of a table. Like other people have cleared the table at free for all. Like Bibbs did it last free for all. Sam Levine did it. Like people have cleared the table, but nothing will ever compare to Mark Andreyko clearing off Drew McWeeny, William Bibiani, Dan Murrell, and the outlaw John Roca in one fell swoop. 5 to 4 to 4 to 4. Like unbelievable. Like my favorite moment in Schmoedown history. It's the moment that got me into the Schmoedown, honestly. Like that was the one that hooked me. I was like, I don't know what's happening, but this is amazing. I don't know who any of these people are, but this guy apparently is the man. And he hasn't quite been the man yet, but he's won a team's title. So
yeah, I'm super pumped that was absolutely one of my most favorite moments inside of the Schmoedown. It was really cool to see it. It was so much fun that he was like right in the middle of the table, just right in the center, and then just
bye. And then Schneider comes. It almost like he didn't realize what happened right away. Like nobody really realized what happened. And then like the desk starts freaking out because it was like Campia and Harloff on the desk, and they started freaking out. And then Schneider comes running in to high five him, and that's when he's like, "Bye, bye," because he was a heel at the time. He was in the Lions Den, the least heel in the history of the Schmoedown, Mark Andreyko. I love Mark Andreyko. He is fantastic. He's great on anything, but especially in the Schmoedown, he is fantastic. Now, if If the Odd Couple is under the radar, Only Stupid Answers is like underground in a silo or like in a bunker somewhere because they are like on nobody's radar. Nobody is talking about Only Stupid Answers, but they are a legitimate team. Like they are in the movie space. They are critics. They watch movies. They know a lot about movies, and they've had some good matches in the past. So, I mean, would it be a shock if they won? Yes. Is it impossible? No. You know, it wouldn't be an upset on the level of, say, I don't know, an Andrew Ghai beating Dan Murrell. Watch that reaction, call to action today, reaction to that video from back in the greatest moment in Schmoedown history.
Yeah.
Andrew Ghai beating Dan Murrell.
We did just react to that again, so do go and check out that Ladies Night episode. It was a lot of fun.
So good. But yeah, so I think that it's going to, for me, well, I'll ask you, who do you think is going to win the match today? Who do you got?
I got the Odd Couple. I think that they're going to take this as far as it can take it. I've seen this side of the bracket, and on this side of the bracket, I do have Time Machine taking it all the way, but I do have Time Machine again. I have to double check that bracket, but yeah, I have Odd Couple taking it for today, man. Woo!
Good pick. I have to agree. I mean, as much as I feel like Only Stupid Answers is kind of like on a Wildberries level. Like they're funny. They're charismatic. They can pull some things out of nowhere that you're not expecting. But, I mean, Schneider and Andreyko, former champions. They're hungry for more gold. And they have Manager of the Year, Roxy Stryer. She needs to solidify her Manager of the Year position because if the Odd Couple doesn't go far, she'll have nobody at Spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
And one Kaiser Soze, will have 2 matches at Spectacular. So Roxy needs this win for her Manager of the Year campaign.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so let's maybe get into this match and see what's about to happen.
Woo!
Oh, Oh, well, we don't need to.
Nope, fix that screen. There we go.
Yeah, there we are. All righty.
All righty, you ready? Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Alrighty,
December
so maybe we'll get some
Schmoedown Spectacular.
cutscenes.
5 matches, all the titles.
That's
in the
right.
line.
Get your
Whoever wins
tickets.
between Bateman and Bibiani will challenge Oyama for the title on December 7th.
Baby
I've got
Shark.
knowledge on the gameplay. He doesn't choke around for real.
Baby Shark.
Will you be standing?
I'll be standing. I don't know how chairs work anymore. Mike Kalinowski will be defending.
We have Mr. I don't use a chair versus Mr. I can't use a chair.
This league has ever seen. Don't tell Peter, but that belt's coming to me.
The Star Wars Championship.
Oh,
on
don't
the
tell
line.
Peter.
Can anyone beat you?
Somebody's got to take down Damon.
The team championship will be on the line.
I want her to win. I'm rooting for her.
I'm feeling.
I would love to see Laura Kelly go really far in that. I hope she does win. Also, it would be a lot of fun.
She is.
Belts will be there. We'll have so
She's
much fun
the
as a
only
Schmoedown
lady
fan
at Spectacular.
You guys can get tickets for right now. Get your tickets.
There are,
at
I mean, outside
Schmoedown.com.
of manager Roxy Stryer, who might be at Spectacular, she's the only lady at Spectacular.
November 4th, a new era begins, and that is the Schmoedown Entertainment
today.
Network. SEN
That was
Schmoedown
today.
It was the
Entertainment
premiere of
Network.
the
It's gonna
new
be a super
Collider
chat
Live and the new
funded
SEN
We're
network.
not backed by any
That's
corporation.
right.
We don't
Check
have a
both of
big
them out.
sponsor.
Support them
This is really your network.
It's,
Every
we
stream
live in a
that we do,
DVR
you guys
world.
dictate
All right, folks,
conversation.
we watch
It's all funded
shows
by you
on
guys.
DVR.
Me,
We
Christian
listen to
Harloff,
podcasts on
You're joining
DVR.
me on the
Don't
stream
pretend like
today
it's
is
like a
Mr.
one or the
Brett
other.
Sheridan.
Oh, if I listen to
Hey,
SEN, I
keep
can't
all
listen to
finished.
Collider Live and vice
Winston Marshall,
versa.
Mark Ellis. Who do you want to see? What kind of
I
shows
had
you want to see? What kind of content
Collider
you want to
Live
see?
on
So
my
starting
phone,
November
so I could be in the
4th, I will
comment
doing
section,
a
and I
morning
had
show. We'll be
SEN
doing the
on
Star
my
Wars show. Mark
TV,
and
so
will
I
start
can
doing
like
full-on
watch and
reviews. We'll
turn
do
the volume
full
up
spoiler
whenever I
reviews,
wanted
TV
to.
news,
So
sports
I was
news.
just going back
Apparently,
and forth
Schmoedown.
with volumes.
This network
That
is
was
just gonna
the
be us
way to
shooting the
go
shit.
because
This is
apparently,
meant for everybody. Go on over to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group.
The
Follow
Odd
us on
Couple
Twitter, follow the
versus
Instagram channel.
Only Stupid Answers is
Schmoedown
premiering
Entertainment
at
Network,
6 p.m.
Mother
Pacific
Fs. Starting
time.
November 4th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We will see you next time. Thanks.
What?
Oh, I just got a notification that it's going live to the public. It's 6. That's funny.
Well, I mean, technically,
We weren't done with just
we
winning.
can
And whoever wins
stop.
that tag team tournament, we are ready.
and then go
for you.
live.
It's up to you, babe.
Let's send a group chat. Alright, let's do it.
Let's see here. Well, either way, like a lot of people are going to be in that premiere chat.
That's
you
right.
know?
A lot of people are probably going to be doing that over this.
So funny. We're just going to keep going, guys.
We're just
The movie
Oh,
trivia
Clark on the
Schmoedown
desk.
and welcome tournament has
Clark on the
begun
desk.
today, and what a privilege it
Clark
is
and
for me
Christian.
today.
This is
I am
going to be fun.
Yeah, this
with
is good.
the
I like it.
legendary former two-time movie trivia Schmoedown team champion of the world, Classy Clark Wolf, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Christian, thank you for having me back on the desk.
Yeah, it's been a while since you and I have called a match.
Yes.
I'm glad to be doing that. And what a match for you to be calling, because you are very familiar with one of the teams here playing today in the form of the Odd Couple, the former team champions, who
Former
took the
Fight
victory
Club
against you
member,
and your
Mark
partner,
Andreyko.
Rachel
Mm-hmm,
Cushing. What can you tell me about the Odd Couple going into this match?
The biggest thing about the Odd Couple is that they are an odd couple personality wise, but they are they complement each other so well on their knowledge base. Obviously Jeff, for his career and for his work, sees new releases all the time. Mark has such a wealth of knowledge going decades back, so they complement each other really, really well. And also they don't get easily rattled, and
Right.
that I think is one of their biggest strengths.
I agree with that. And I think one of the main reasons for that, and
Sometimes they
have
don't
said
get
as much,
easily
because of
rattled.
their manager Roxy Stryer.
Yes.
Roxy has been able to do last year in the tournament, this
Roxy!
year in their championship matches,
Roxy!
to level them, to get them. Mark
Poor
Andreyko
Roxy.
has said it, that Roxy just brings something out of the two of them that just has made them a better team. So can they do that here against Only
Facts.
Stupid Answers with DJ and Sam? DJ and Sam were supposed to play against the family, but there was a mix-up. There was some stuff that happened with Burnett, but now here they are and they're ready to play.
What? I don't remember them
Let
saying
everybody
that.
know, once again, because the Shire Wolves did defend successfully against corruption, that this tournament is going to be for the championship. Whoever wins this,
They have the
tournament
wrong
will be
video
winning
playing.
Movie Trivia
Wait,
Schmoedown
what?
Team
This
champion.
is like the alternate. What?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get
He
started.
just said
here.
that because
Let's see how
the
these two
Shire
teams
Wolves
can
won, that the tournament was for the belt. But like that's not what happened. So I feel like they taped two.
We would not.
But they may have taped this before the Shirewolves face corruption,
We've got more to do.
and they taped like two versions of it.
in this league to get
And
back to this position.
that,
Yeah, I think
like,
the third one would really shut some fireworks.
that's not the
With the team
version
tournament
that
coming up,
was supposed to happen. You
I'm
know.
thinking we can make that.
Well,
happen
you know
for
what?
guys.
It's a good thing we didn't cut this off because we can compare our video to the one that's been right
I
now.
wonder what premieres. Hey guys, if you want to look at an alternate reality where
Yeah.
the Shirewolves actually won the
It's our
titles,
tournament. Everybody is looking at us as the number one, and they should be scared about it. All we have to do is win 4 matches in a row. 4 matches. That's all that's between us and getting those belts.
Hats off to you. You played very well today. However, this doesn't actually count against the real Only Stupid Answers. No offense again.
Oh, the boys are back. The boys are back.
Shout out to Chris and Robert,
baby.
Cinefanatic.
that's right.
You guys
Cinefanatic.
watched
Sam wasn't even able to join me, so it's good to be back together.
I feel it, man. Something's gonna happen today.
It's gonna happen. I think we're gonna do pretty impressive.
We're going up against ex-champs.
Yeah.
I'm on the warpath to get that belt back. I don't like how the
Yes.
last tournament ended with Andreko and I, where we lost to those Harris brothers.
We lost.
Oh,
fair and
that's what they
square,
lost, was the
true.
Harris brothers.
Roxy loved that hair.
And frustrating.
Only stupid answers. I hope that's what they give today.
Only stupid answers right now. Goofballs. But they know their stuff. Only wins. I'm really excited. I'm happy to be back, and y'all better be ready. Uh-oh, you're not.
I think we've achieved a level of comfort with each other and friendship, as well as being competitors. So I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling more confident than I think I've ever felt.
They have faith that something's going to happen.
They're the ex-champs. We're the soon-to-be champs.
Oh, yeah.
I want to teach these guys a lesson because they shouldn't even be in the tournament. They're taking a spot from like a better competitor, I imagine.
We might be odd, but they're stupid.
We've been getting a lot of mean texts from Roxy in the lead up to this.
Yeah, we shoot a show with Roxy over at Only Stupid Answers, and suddenly a tune changes as soon as we walk in here. So, Roxy, we know what you're doing, and it's not phasing us. We're coming 10 times stronger.
Yeah, but I mean, their strength wasn't that high to begin with, so 10 times stronger.
We'll see.
I'm not Brandon Hanna. I'm not good at math, so I don't really know how that works. But
Welcome to Call
shout out to the
Statistics.
Hot Man.
All right, so now as
Yes,
you
host
see,
of
the
Film
Odd Couple very
Physics.
confident. They have Roxy, who wants to get those belts back, and Only Stupid Answers. Can they pull it off here, Clark? Can this be one of the biggest upsets right off the bat?
You never know. Honestly, you never know. I mean, it doesn't matter how much you've played this game. Everybody has a bad game every now and again. And, especially in the teams matches and the teams league, communication is really, really important. And I agree. I think Roxy has really encouraged and reminded the Odd Couple to talk to each other, to work with each other. And when they do, they're even stronger, in addition to their wealth of knowledge. So it's going to be tough for Only Stupid Answers to defeat them, but anything is possible.
It's very true. They are the number 1 seed here, the Odd Couple being the former champions. So look at the tail of the tape here. Only Stupid Answers, comic book movies. They have action movies and showing up sometimes to help each other. Yeah. And then you have the Odd Couple. They have right off the bat here classics, horror movies, and guaranteed have strange wigs and smiles. Is that a strength right now?
Strange wig and files.
Strange wig and smiles. All right, I'll deal with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Clark, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, with a record of 1 win, 2 defeats, TJ and Sam. Only
I love this intro
Stupid
music.
Answer. You gotta love this, guys.
I'm
I
sorry.
do love that.
Oh my
They
god,
always
that's
come in,
amazing.
they never seem stressed out.
Anyone knows
Again, they're the new Wildberries, or they are the Wildberries.
And
Like
that's how you
they're
want to roll into a match like this.
fun, happy.
And
amazing.
their opponents
Here we go, the boys.
led to the ring by their
some would call
manager,
us an odd couple.
Roxy Stryer,
You and
with
I.
a record
We
of
might be
5
an odd
wins,
couple. Yes.
2 defeats.
One of us
and
speaks Spanish,
2
the other
knockouts.
does not.
We'll let all the
Spoiler
rest
alert,
of that
it's
in.
not the one you
Trivia
think.
Schmoedown team champions of the world, Mark, the Android, and Draco, the Insider, Jeff Snyder, The Odd Couple. And they are the former champs. There's Andrega. And
There's Roxy.
No winks. Just smiles.
Smiles are there,
Just
though.
smiles.
And there's Roxy Stryer. It's
Oh,
amazing how
Snyder.
strange they're all put together, but how well they
Yeah,
work.
bud.
All right, so the teams are sitting down, and there's
Roxy
Snyder,
killing it, as
Roxy,
always.
yep.
New York. And we are sitting down. The contestants have sat, and here are the rules for round number 1. The
Rules.
team will have 8
We
questions
need
this
rules.
round. All
Gotta have some rules.
Piece. You can't talk to your teammate during this round. They have 3 JTE rules.
Christian sounds like this is the first time he's ever announced before.
Ladies and gentlemen, those
It's like
are
you
this
can't talk
round.
to
Start
your
with
partner in
the
this
former
round.
champions and the number 1 seed, the Odd Couple. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And only stupid answers.
You got it.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown. All right, 15 seconds. 15 seconds to answer each question also. All right, here we go, guys. First question is in animated. Who sings the iconic song "You've Got a Friend in Me" in the original Toy Story?
It's Randy Newman.
Oh, I thought it was like Woody. It is Randy Newman. You are correct.
Yeah, tournaments are
5.
wacky.
Yep. 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark Andre.
Randy Newman.
Yes.
There's
and
a mix with
No.
Randy Newman and
Jeff.
Lyle Lovett,
Randy
and
Newman.
it's really,
Yes, and
it's really
Sam.
cute.
Randy Newman.
Got it.
There we
Okay,
go.
so
Wasn't there like a
2-1.
video that went viral a while ago where like a little
He was
girl
a little
sings it
younger
or something
when
like
they
that?
made
It's like
it.
somebody's
Oh,
famous
still
daughter or
old, though.
something.
All right, question
I don't
number
know.
2 in the
I don't know.
category of action adventure.
Oh, here we go.
Martin Campbell directed Antonio Banderas and Catherine Zeta-Jones in what 1998
Oh, is it?
swashbuckling
I can never
adventure?
remember if it's Mask of Zorro or
Just Zorro.
I
Legend of
agree.
Zorro. I think
Oh.
it's Legend of Zorro.
I think you're right.
I don't think it's just Zorro. I think Mask of Zorro is the.
5,
No, wait, maybe it's Mask of
4,
Zorro.
And Legend
3.
is the second one.
2, 1. DJ.
Zorro?
It's incorrect. Snyder.
Mask of Zorro?
That's correct. Sam.
Mask of Zorro.
Legend of Zorro.
No.
Oh.
And Draco.
Isn't it the Mark of Zorro?
No, it is the Mask of
The
Zorro.
sequel.
Mask of Zorro. So,
Sequel, I think, is the mark.
Count it, Frankie J. Add it to my tally.
all right, Mask of Zorro. So only Jeff Snyder got that correct. Odd Couple
That's
correct.
right, Janish.
Next question.
Add it.
Dramas. Who wrote and directed 2018's Molly's Game?
I don't know.
Did you like that movie?
I didn't see
Bum,
it.
ba-dum, ba-dum.
I don't know
Three,
either.
3,
I
1.
like a Jessica
I
Chastain.
love that. Just
Silverstream.
5, 4, 3.
Why is he singing
Two.
Silver Stream?
All of us
Jeff
should be
Snyder.
singing
boy,
Silver
Aaron.
Stream.
True.
Yes, Sam. Mark Andraco.
Aaron Sorkin.
Yes, DJ.
Aaron Sorkin.
Aaron
All
Sorkin.
right.
Oh, I should have
But
known
only
that.
students just keeping themselves
Then
only down by
Maybe
3.
the man
right?
crush on Aaron
Themselves on
Sorkin.
All right, in the category of famous actors and actresses, my girl Sandra Bullock was in
Sandy B?
3 films in 2009. Name one of them.
What the shit?
The Blind Side.
No comment.
2009?
I don't know.
That sounds right. I'd go with Blindside.
Actually,
I was trying to
I
think
know,
of
I'm trying to
something
more so they can take all the
that
same
came out
things.
around that time.
5, 4,
What else was
3.
she in that year?
2, 1. Pens down. Sam. No.
Okay.
Mark.
The Blind Side?
Blindside is
Yes.
correct. DJ.
I couldn't remember the name of that one.
And Jeff.
I also put the blind side.
All right.
Correct.
Would
Okay.
have accepted The Proposal or All About Steve.
Oh,
All right, which question-
Oh my god, All About Steve is so bad.
What
Oh, she won an
1954
Academy Award
Disney
and a
film
Razzie that
features
year.
Captain Nemo and his ship, the Nautilus.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen this.
We had it growing up, and I think I watched it as a kid, but it didn't stay on the radar.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark Andraco.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yes, sir. And
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yep, Jeff.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Sam.
I was thinking of the sequel, 30,000 Leagues.
Heartbreaker.
Oh man, close.
Oh boy.
Oh,
no
he's been
cigar.
like
Yes.
just
You're
off.
always lying about size.
First he put Legend, then he put
All right,
30.
Your 6th
Oh,
question in the category of comedies.
a rough first round for all the stupid answers.
All right. What famous comedian both starred in and directed 2014's Top 5?
I've never even heard of this movie.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Top 5. 2014.
Get the octopus.
Adam Sandler.
Right? Yeah.
I just
anything he does.
for the
Maybe
Five.
Sudeikis. Maybe Jason Sudeikis.
3.
He's kind of a comedian,
That's a
right?
good guess.
DJ.
There was a movie called Top 5?
Jeff Snyder.
Chris Rock.
Yes.
Ah!
Chris Rock.
And Andrew.
Chris Rock.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, he's got a point. Oh, he's got a point.
Odd couple up by 7 here as we get to our
Jeez.
next question. This is number 7. Horror/thriller. Who plays Robert Thorne, the surrogate father of Damien, in Richard Donner's 1978 film, The Omen?
I don't watch spooky movies.
Is it
I don't.
Gregory Peck?
What?
Gregory Peck's just the first name that I want to say, but I feel like that's not the right
Face
answer.
does not inspire
It's probably good for the time period.
4, but you never know what
That would be my guess.
That's true.
2,
Sean Connery.
1. Pens
Sean
down, please.
Connery.
Start with Jeff Snyder.
Gregory Peck?
Yes.
There it is.
And
Wow, girl.
and Draco. Mark.
Gregory Peck.
Yes. And
Gregory Peck.
All right.
okay, 13-5.
Oh, we got another
Wow.
point.
13-5. So now
So-
Jeff
Oh,
Snyder's
stupid
aiming for that
answer.
perfect round.
Okay. Question number 8 in the category.
I think
of
Snyder's
movie
perfect,
release
right?
dates.
I think so, yeah.
What year saw the release of Warrior and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy?
It's 2011, right?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. 2013 was the first
This year.
number that came to my brain, but I've never seen either of these movies. I still haven't
You've never seen
Warrior.
Warrior?
I'm very upset.
4,
I'm upset at all of y'all from New York.
We were supposed to watch
2,
New York.
Thank you.
1. Sam.
2008.
Incorrect. And Draco.
2011.
Correct. And
One
Yes.
off to 2012.
I know
Jeff
my
Snyder.
Warrior.
I did it! Perfect round, baby! Is that the first one?
Snyder!
Wow.
Yes.
Perfect round.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right.
But did he
Count
jinx
it,
himself?
Frank J.
Because can he hit that
Count it.
bonus?
All right. We got a bonus question.
Jeff Snyder.
Good
Jeff
job,
Snyder
Jeff.
only. This is the bonus question. You do not have to write it down. You just have to
Look how
answer.
happy he
Here
is.
you go. Jeff, which SNL alum plays the annoying brother-in-law of John Candy in the comedy The Great Outdoors?
Oh.
Write it down.
Hold on.
The annoying brother-in-law.
Dan Aykroyd.
That's correct.
Wow.
Jeff Snyder.
Snyder came to play.
Did it. 16-5.
16-5.
16-5 as we get into round number 2. Now, round number 2 works like this. The Wheel of Death, which I don't know if it's your friend. I think it became your friend over the last couple of years here.
It was her
Good.
enemy
Started off
at
the rough, but
Wolves
the
of
round- the
Steel,
wheel
and then
comes
it
out,
was her ally
And the
with the
teams
Shire
will
Wolves.
spin. If it lands in a category that they don't like, they
Even at
can
the end
spin
of Wolves
again,
of
unless,
Steel,
course, it's
they were starting to spin horror and
choice,
stuff
then
like
they have
that.
to choose.
Yeah.
There are 6 questions in this round, 2 points apiece. Unless you go to multiple choice, then it goes
Round
down
2 is my
to
favorite
1.
round.
All the
I do
teams
like
have
the
the
the wheel
They
round.
both have their challenges. You get 15 seconds, and you
I
can
am-
confer with your teammates. All right, so we're going to go with the former champions here. Who are in
The wheel
lead at
round is
65.
like-
Would you guys like to go first or second?
I have a love-hate
Right now, so we're gonna go
relationship
first.
with the
We're
wheel
gonna
round.
go
I
first,
love the
okay.
idea of the wheel round. I really like the fact that like
They want to just
the
decimate
wheel
their-
round
Bold move. Bold move.
Let's see if it
is
pays off.
fun and you spin the wheel and it's
There's
you get a
spin on the
category,
dump
answer
truck.
questions in
Like,
that
Yes,
category.
that-
But
this
it's like
wheel
so
is
make or
fun.
break, and like
Mhm.
good people have lost to
Go with Charlie's
Wow.
worst
Theron. All right.
competitors because of the wheel.
Okay.
All right, so I will.
Most
Charlie?
upset outside of Andrew Ghai crushing Dan Merle are because of the wheel. What did they get? They got
All right, Charlie's turn.
Charlize Theron.
Here's your first
Mhm.
question out of 6. In which film did Charlize Theron co-star with Matt Damon?
Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Oh, that's right.
That is correct.
Nice.
That is correct.
Oh yeah, he plays. That movie. That's a
All right.
weird sports movie.
Which
It's not
Woody
really
Allen
that good.
It's a
Starred
golf
Charlize
movie, isn't
Theron,
it?
Dan
Yeah,
Aykroyd,
golf.
and
Yeah,
Alan Hunt.
no idea. I don't watch no any Woody Allen films except for what's the one?
Annie Hall.
Annie Hall. Yeah.
5.
Same.
No.
It's not Annie Hall.
Scorpion.
Correct for 2 points.
Curse of the Jade
All right.
Scorpion. All right. Snyder's
Question
on
number
it.
3.
Snyder, when Snyder's
What
on
is
it, it's
the title
dangerous.
to the second Snow White and the Huntsman film?
Ooh. I don't know.
The Huntsman Winter's War.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah,
All right,
that
this
one.
is shaping up to be a really
Sure.
good round for the Odd
Sure.
Couple.
I watched the
Okay,
first
here's
one,
your
did not
fourth
watch
question.
the second one.
What Academy Award winner wrote the screenplay for the 2011 dramedy Young Adult?
I feel like I know.
Diablo Cody.
2 more points.
That's right.
They're really kicking
Yeah,
it.
they are. They're having a good round.
They could knock them
All right,
out
here we
before
go.
they even
Question
spin
5.
the wheel.
Who played Charlize Theron's co-lead, Professor O'Hara, in Mighty Joe Young?
Has
Mighty Joe
that's
Young.
never happened before, right?
Bill
I don't
Wow,
think
that's
so.
2 more
wow.
points.
All
Very
right.
impressive.
Odd
Because
Couple
the
came
most
to
they
play.
can get
The
is
last
what?
question here.
They
Where
can get
do
12
Maxine
points.
Wilmos and Selby Wall
If they get this, it's knockout.
kiss for the first time in the film Monster?
Roller skating rink.
And your
Wow.
winner,
Wow.
Knockout! Oh my God! Spinning the wheel! Holy!
Jeff the Insider Snyder, the Odd Couple. We've never had that.
Oh my God!
Odd Couples at least
Chris
getting
just said we've never had that.
That's never happened
that's
before.
never
This is
happened.
amazing.
No
Oh my
disrespect, but I want them to get something for their time. That was
But they didn't have a chance to answer any.
No.
That's never happened before. In the second, that's not
Holy
their. That's not. I mean,
smokes.
Odd Couple just played really well. Only stupid answers.
Well, they went. Snyder went perfect,
off
Yeah.
the set, and
and
you got.
Draco got
What else is
7, I
there?
think, right?
You and I have seen a lot in this game.
Yes.
You've never seen that.
He got
no.
7
I
or
mean,
6.
look.
I don't
in
know.
all
It's so
in all
fast, I don't even
seriousness,
remember.
Yeah.
It all happened so
I have
fast.
said for a really long time, round 1 in a 3-round match is where you do it.
You're right.
You know, and round 1 really matters. And sometimes you can get away with it if you
can't
have
win the
if
match
both
in round
teams or
1. You
both
can
players
lose
kinda
the
have
match in round
okay
1.
round 1.
Right.
But when you have Jeff Snyder batting 1,000 in round 1 and then getting that bonus on top of that,
And then Draco had like
and
7 points.
I was
too,
just about
right?
to
Yeah.
say, and then Draco, no slouch. I mean,
And then they spin Charlize
do
Theron
kinda
and
have
run the
it.
category. So
you can't let the gap get that far in round
You're right, and that's also why they have a number 1 seed here, and there's always a chance for an upset. But the Odd Couple just made a statement. They want their belts back. They want to play. They want to get the championships back. And you look at what a statement to make right off the bat, because if I'm any team right now, and I'm looking at that performance by the former champion, I'm just going, okay, this is going to be tough.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to now throw it to Emma Fife, who's with the former champions and Roxy Strong.
That's so
talking about
crazy.
their first victory in the tournament and what it means to them here going forward.
that's insane.
Take it away.
Wow.
That's really
28
cool.
to
victory in the
5.
tournament and a lot of firsts here
28
in the movie
points is a
Trivia
lot of
Schmoedown.
points.
The first perfect round for
Period.
you,
It's-
Jeff
yeah,
Snyder.
that's
Not just a perfect round, a perfect game. A perfect game.
Perfect game
A
for Jeff
dewberry.
Snyder.
It's
And also,
called a
I think
dewberry.
the first time that the opposing team has not had to answer any questions in round 2. Anyway, I mean, very impressive game on both of your parts today. You've got to be feeling pretty good making such a strong showing right here at the beginning of the team's
Unbelievable.
tournament.
Yeah, it's been a while since we played, so you never know with rust. And as we've seen in this game, if you've been watching it, it could go either way. You never underestimate any team you're playing against. You always play like you're playing the best team possible. And it's just fate and experience and strategy. So they were great competitors, So, I'm sure once they play a little bit more, they'll be doing the same thing to other people.
Absolutely.
Only stupid answers. Just they ran into a freight train today. We were coming off a loss. We were hungry. The Patriots, like the real Patriots, they don't lose 2 games in a row. And I don't think the Odd Couple plans to do that ever either.
I don't know about comparing the Odd Couple to the Patriots, how Mark and Draco particularly feels about that. It's just shrugs all around. So going forward, then obviously you're moving on into the next round of the team's tournament. And, what's the plan going
At least
forward
we
here,
got to
Roxy?
see
I think the plan is to
Snyder's
continue to
sweet
play exactly
Sour
like
Patch
we did
Kids
today,
tank top.
where
Yeah.
there was one question missed between the two of them, 1 point, one question the whole game. There's no way that even if we're playing like that against a team of the caliber of, say, the Shire Wolves, like there's just no way that anybody who's actually in this tournament is going to be able to beat us.
Well, and speaking of the Shire Wolves, obviously, they have since retired, and potentially the belt is on the line here at the end of this team tournament. So you could be seeing yourselves with those belts on your shoulders, on your waists, however you want to display them again. And that's got to be driving you to, continue this streak in the tournament.
Absolutely, but I gotta say, I'm having so much fun with this group of people that
Aw.
even if we lose, as long as we don't lose by a big number, we fight competitively. I love these guys. It's like when you managed us with the
They'll be be protected, I
family, and
think,
we're playing really
in
well.
the
and I think
draft,
we
even if they don't win the
transcended nervousness.
titles.
Now we
Because
listen,
they got to be
you know,
ranked in the
that's
top.
all
I mean, they're
because
ranked number
Roxy.
1
I
right
can't
now.
say it
Yeah.
enough. I'll say it every time.
Heading into this tournament,
Roxy has been an
they got another
instrumental
win. They're
in
going to
my
be they're
success with
6-2. The
I
worst
have
they
to
could be
say,
is
it was very evident
6-2.
watching the match that the
That's gonna be
communication.
protected.
I really
Yeah.
feel even since the last time you guys won the belt, it's kind
But
of
they might not be with Roxy.
kicked up to the next level.
That's
Ooh.
that
Right
could
here.
potentially be where it is.
So coming up next, you're going to be taking on the winner of Shazam versus the movie, guys. How are you feeling about the possibility of taking on one of those two teams?
Well, Paul Preston is showing himself to be a very, very dangerous guy. But nothing would make me happy knocking down Bibiani. I'm sorry. We've got a grudge match going on. I love the guy, but beating him just to see the look on his face. And that's a heel turn. Sorry, guys.
This has been a Schmoedown rivalry since like 2016.
The meanest I've ever seen Mark Andrew.
So honestly, I obviously understand why you would want to take on William Bibiani.
But that being said, both of those teams are super tough. Super tough. The kid is great. I mean, all 4 of those players are. It's going to be a tough match.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to be slacking whatever happens next. And what about you, Snyder?
I definitely want a shot at Shazam because I need revenge against Bibiani for teaching me a lesson on this very set. As for the kid, I'm impressed, but I think we're going to blow him away.
Well, there you have it. Everyone's gunning for you, Bibbs. That's all I have to say about that.
All right, so look,
said
they're
meow,
excited.
meow.
They're
Yep.
pumped up. They're ready to go.
Momentum. Cannot underestimate momentum, and these guys have it. I
Yeah.
mean, they have been hungry for the last couple of months, and I think when they won the belt in the first place, it gave them the taste,
Yeah.
and they are coming for it.
And you mentioned that too because you've played some great teams, some great competitors in your career here in the Schmoedown, and those are the guys that they're the first ones to beat you guys. And looking across from them, do you see that same fire that you saw that night?
I do. I really do. And I think that, they know and they believe
He scored
that
28
they're
points in 2
incredible
rounds. Of
competitors
course
in
they got
this
the
game. And
fire.
So they want their accolades to reflect that. And I completely understand feeling that way. So I think they are going to be charging full steam ahead, and anybody who is in their way better be ready to play.
Agreed. All right, so
Nice.
now let's talk to Emma, who's with DJ and Sam. Only stupid answers coming off of this historic loss.
Truly, Schmoedown history in the making right here today with DJ and Sam. Only stupid answers. Now, DJ, I gotta ask you. The last time you played in the Schmoedown, Sam was not here. You still struggled a little, but things might have gotten a little better for you.
Listen, if you can't be the best winner, you can be the best loser.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes you're not Casablanca, but you could be the room. And people still remember and still talk about you.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
They are the room of Schmoedown.
Yeah, listen, it's all about your perspective. Now,
I think it's safe to say we don't know what we would have done in the second round. You don't know what we were capable of if we got to that second round. You know what I mean?
for more. I mean, you technically got to the second round because everybody just gets to play in the second. I guess if you'd scored no questions in round one, that's how to truly
They
be.
still would have gone to the second
next
round.
time something to aspire to.
Something for other people to strive for now. It's records are records. I'll hold on to it. I'll fight for it.
I mean, listen, I have the utmost confidence in your ability to be the greatest losers the Schmoedown has ever seen. Yeah, I also really think, you guys are doing yourselves a favor, by virtue of your team name, which I know is also, your podcast and your brand, but only stupid answers. I mean, you're setting a bar for yourselves that's like pretty achievable, I think.
The rebrand might be a good idea.
Just for the Schmoedown.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, things did not quite go your way, or maybe they did. Maybe this was the plan all along in the Schmoedown today. So you will not be moving on to the next round of the teams tournament. But Sam, it's been a while since we've seen you here on the Schmoedown stage.
It's been a minute, but I'm glad I was able to make an impression. It's good to be back though, and then to leave very soon after.
Well, you guys have a great attitude about everything. that sometimes that's the way things go. You get some round one questions that aren't necessarily in your wheelhouse, and then your opponents end up with a category that they're particularly strong in, and they just run away with the game, quite literally, as we saw today.
Yeah, it was. They were impressive. It's something to strive for, but at the same time, just happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you here, and we're sad to see you go, because unfortunately, you are going to be going and not coming back probably until next season, or who knows when. But thanks for showing up today.
Thanks for having us.
From Fife.
Yeah.
And again, for really making your mark on movie trivia Schmoedown history.
Oh my goodness.
Here.
Thank you.
Emma Fife is sassy. I like
Back to
sassy
you,
Fife.
Christian and Clark.
Sassy
All right,
Fife.
so I
You're
mean,
into Sassy Fife.
how do you not love those guys? I mean, it was hysterical.
I'm
they
sometimes
took it on the
I'm
chin
into
and then
Sassy
double
Fife as well. I
There you
mean,
go.
Yeah. Listen, this was the beginning of the tournament. We already know. I think the Odd Couple made a statement. The teams that really want those titles, they're going to be playing the hardest, and that's the type of team. If you are someone like Shazam, you got to come. I mean, Bibiani is a former champion.
Yes.
The kid is an up and coming player here. What can they do against someone like Paul Preston, who's making a statement? And then can either one of those teams pull it off against the Odd Couple?
Yeah, it remains to be seen. I mean, there's a lot of, at the end of the day, I think consistency is the thing that you're going after. The teams like the Odd Couple are achieving that kind of consistency as they get to know each other and as they get more comfortable up there. I think when you have these new formations and these new teams, it takes a minute to get used to each other.
Yeah.
So, it's not going to be easy, but whoever ends up with those belts at the end of this, they are going to they're going to deserve them.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that is the beginning of this tournament, and man, what a tournament in store we have. I mean, so many great teams, so much on the line here. And for you guys, if you're watching this match and all of the matches, make sure you throw a comment in there. Let's do a little challenge here. Let's try to get to 3,000 likes today and 700 comments. That's what I'm going to be doing to challenge the audience here to see if you can do that today here on these matches. Get that out there.
Take longer to write 700 comments than this match was.
Go to patreon.com. You can check out any of our live events that we do. You can check out at the schmoedownlive.com. The Schmoedown Spectacular is live this year, December 7th. Are you in the SoCal area? Well, get tickets. That's right. All the titles on the line. Big event. Clark Wolf will be there. Everybody will be there. It's going to be a big, big event. Come and check it out. Clark,
I'll be
always
there.
A pleasure to have you here.
I'll be there.
Thank you so much for having me, Christian.
And I got to tell you, very excited.
She'll be there.
Bummed that you're not competing anymore, but
This
very
Odd
excited
Couple
that it
will be
means
there.
More of this,
Yes.
more
This-
opportunities to see
the
you
other
around
Odd
behind
Couple.
the scenes and to kick some of these heels' asses.
El Gordo y la
That's what
Flaca.
I'm here for.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Make sure you keep checking out this tournament, and we'll see you next time.
Woo! Oh, no.
Oh, no post credits.
All
All
right.
right. So,
Wow. Fun.
yeah.
And fast.
So, what we learned from that is the Odd Couple is
Gunning for it.
gunning for it. They're the 1 seed. They proved they deserve to be the 1 seed. Like, because I feel like going into the tournament, there were maybe some people who thought there were. I'll say there were sexier picks than the Odd Couple. There's a lot of love for Shazam.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of love for the family. Some Looney Bin that's getting some traction.
Yeah.
Time Machine, obviously. So there's a lot of people who were talking about other teams. The Odd Couple showed today, you can't overlook us. You can't ignore us. We're not under the radar anymore. We just let a team not even play in round 2. We're that good that this team didn't even get to spin a wheel.
We're just gonna shut them out real quick.
Yeah, we're just gonna send them home. Hold on again. Hello, LAPD. Yeah, I'd like to report a mugging. Yeah. The Odd Couple just mugged the crap out of the Only Stupid Answers. Cool. I'm on hold. All right, cool.
It's probably
it
Paul that you
was-
talked to on that end. That's probably why you're on hold.
Probably. Yeah, I know. Gosh, Paul. Jeez, he's probably commenting on some podcast he listened to and somewhere else or some shit. This was a mugging on the level of when I called Child Protective Services after Ben Bateman beat the kid. This is the kind of performance, like they said, it doesn't matter who's on the other side of the table from them. If you go you miss one question in round one of your players gets a dewberry, hashtag dewberry, make it a thing, and then you get 12 points in round two. You're not losing. Like, you're not gonna lose. Like, this is like Smets Kalinowski level of like, but it's not in IG, it's in single or it's in teams. Like, you're not supposed to know everything in teams. Like, you're supposed to have holes in your knowledge. That's why it's teams, but they just crushed it. I mean, killed it.
Yeah, I think that's what's been really important about the whole corruption thing is getting these people together and understanding that powerhouses like that, like Jeff Snyder and Mark Andreyko, who don't necessarily have a lot of holes in their, in their skills, work very well together and can just fucking swamp it. Woo!
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I definitely think there are certain players who you could literally stick them on any team and they fit no matter who their partner is. Obviously, Jeff Snyder is like that. I would say that Ben Bateman is kind of like that because I feel like his skill sets are going to fit well with anybody. Roca has always done well in teams. So, I mean, there's certain players that they're kind of made for teams because they fit everywhere. Andrew Ghai is a great teams player because his knowledge is, while it's not as like, it's not Dan Murrell level, even though he crushed Dan Murrell. It's not like necessarily on that level because he has a real job. He still fits really well with other people, and what he does well fits well with a lot of different people. Like, if he has a partner who can take over the wheel, like Drew McWeeny, who if he spends 80s, good night, or like Ben Bateman, if he spends movie release dates, then Andrew Ghai just has to go in and get a solid round one score, and he's going to get his 3-point and he's going to guess the 5-point and get it right. Like, that's a good team, But so who do you have between Shazam and the movie guys to face the Odd Couple in the next round?
I have Shazam taking it. I love the movie guys. I love Paul Preston, all of that stuff. So it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a really good match, but I still have Shazam taking it.
Yeah, I mean, Paul Preston has been on fire of late. He just kind of ran into someone who's just more on fire than he is in the singles tournament when Ben beat him, and it was in somewhat controversial fashion. Like, there was one question or two questions that were kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
But he's been really hot. But I mean, Bibiani's in the singles finals. Kid made it to the singles semifinals. They're on fire. It's been like their year this year. I feel like it's their year. They're going to end the year on a high note and make a run in the teams tournament. I think they beat the movie guys. And then that round two matchup, that could be a final. The Odd Couple versus Shazam. That's the beauty of this teams tournament. Like, literally every second round match could be the final in another tournament. I mean, like, Shazam versus the Odd Couple, even the movie guys versus the Odd Couple is a great match.
Yep.
You could get Time Machine versus like the Looney Bin, or Time Machine versus the Self-Righteous Brothers, or Scream Queens versus the Looney Bin. I mean, on the other side of the bracket, you got like Who's the Boss? You got The Family, Evil Geniuses, Paddington 2, both are good teams. Loose Cannons has the singles champion on their team. Crimson Fury came in this league and crushed the first time they played, and then disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. The sun came out, so they had to hide or something. I don't know. They both have red hair. It's a thing. But yeah. So the singles tournament, good start. So if you had to pick today, who wins the singles tournament?
The singles tournament?
I mean the teams tournament.
Oh, the teams tournament. Today, who wins the whole thing?
Who wins the teams tournament?
The Family.
The Family?
Yep.
I like that pick.
That's going to be my answer.
I'm going with that as well. All due respect to that trader Ben Bateman and the run he's on. The Family's just the Family. We never go against the Family.
Yeah. So we have the potential to see if the Family takes it as far as they can in the bracket, and Who's the Boss takes it as far as they can in the bracket. We get to see Ben Bateman versus Andrew Ghai part 2-ish.
Yeah. in the semifinals of the teams tournament.
Yeah.
Where Team Action cut their teeth, where Team Action became Team Action in the Ultimate Schmoedown teams. You may get it again. We may have come full circle, folks.
Oh, how fun. And then if, let's say Who's the Boss does win this whole tournament, watching all 4 of the competitors in the 5 Horsemen compete against each other, it would just be a fucking really fun match to watch. That would be a lot of fun to see.
That would be amazing. I don't want that. Nobody wants that. The Horsemen are the worst.
No one wants it.
But, however, if that does happen, if Who's the Boss wins the tournament, or if Shazam wins the tournament, we have the possibility of either Bibiani or Bateman playing 3 times at Spectacular, and either one of them could come away with 2 belts.
Yep.
You could go from 0 belts to 2 belts in one night.
Yep.
It's rough. I mean, it's hard to win 2 matches in one night, let alone trying to win 3 matches in one night, but if anybody could do it, I think it's Bibiani, because he's used to performing for 4 hours at free for all. I mean,
he's got some practice.
Bateman's got can't only sit for 12 seconds and stand for 13 minutes, and then he's got to get a back rub and I don't know, he's got to lay down on a hardwood floor somewhere or something. I don't know what's going on with that guy. But although if you look at his Instagram and at his, he's acting like he's back to full health already. Ben, slow down, recover. Seriously, Booby.
We just
Seriously.
care. We just care.
I know I hate you because you're a traitor and you ruined Team Action, but as a person, slow down, bro. You're not at 100%. Take it easy. Get a rascal. You can ride it around everywhere. But yeah. So,
all right.
I don't know. You got anything else for what a quick episode. Good God.
Yeah.
Man. Well, Miss Danny Joy, where can the folks find you?
Well, y'all know where to find me. You can find me on Twitter at Danny Joy, right here, 1E. You can find me here on the Call to Action podcast. Usually whenever we do these pre-recorded episodes, we don't necessarily know when it's going to drop, but this might either drop tonight or tomorrow, depending on who can get behind the tech stuff. So since it's already going to premiere soon, you can catch us next Sunday on Chill to Action. Me and Paul Denuzio, catch us there. Catch all of us here doing the reactions on Call to Action, Call to ReAction,
Ladies Night, Schmoebait, Hot Cakes, Guys Night. I don't know. We got lots of shows, folks. Check them out. Check us out on Twitter at Call to Action, I think, right? Yeah. Facebook, Instagrams. Just look for Call to Action Podcast. You'll find us.
You'll find us.
You can find me at Mr. Bailey Belford on Twitter. Don't follow me. I don't like you. All right? That's it. I have enough friends, as Mark Ellis said. All right? My close personal friend, Mark Ellis, by the way. I'll be seeing him. If you're in the D.C. area on November 16th, get your tickets for Mark Ellis Live. He's got a 7 o'clock show and a 10 o'clock show. Check it out. Mark Ellis Live with Ken Knapsack, possibly with Josh McCouga, depending on his new job thing. But yeah. And I think, unless you got something else, Danny, I think that's it for us, right? So everybody have a good night, and we'll see you again soon.